What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the events of combat sports that will happen in February. I'm kind of late again, but I swear March I will do it earlier, right? So, unfortunately, first of all, uh, Usyk versus Fury will not be happening this month because Fury got injured. For these and many other reasons, uh, hard sparring is idiot, right? But alright. Let's start off. This month we have boxing, we have kickboxing, we have Muay Thai, we have MMA, big events in all of them, and shootboxing, right? Shootboxing is a sport that I believe it should be bigger, right? But let's start it. First of all, tomorrow, uh, 8th, January 8th, boxing with Lopez versus Ortiz for the WBO and the ring 140 pounds junior welterweight title. We also have the great prospect in great prospect in Keyshaw against the former champion Pedraza. Uh, I believe it will be a good event, right? Excited for it. The date, the 10th of February, we have two events. First of all, I'm going to talk about is shoot boxing. We have the first act of 2024 of shoot boxing, right? We have Kaito Ono, who is the former Rise and shoot boxing champion against the former 155 Muay Thai champ, Pet Patch Morakot. And it would be a special rule set, would be shitboxing, but it would be allowed to use elbows. We also have other names like Kotaro Yamada, the shitboxing featherweight champion, and many more. And on the same day, in MMA, we have a fight night between Jack Hermanson and Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer that supposedly hit stronger than Gano. I don't think it's a fact, right? I strongly doubt it, but still. We'll also be have some good fights with Dan Ige versus Andrew Philly, Brett Vitas versus Gregory Rodriguez, the Brazilian Obama, Gregory Rodriguez, right? In day 16, we have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things. First of all, we have two boxing events, one kickboxing and one Muay Thai event in day 16. All right, 16th. First, boxing we have Foster versus Nova for the super featherweight WBC title, and we also have the other event, Curiel versus Natsunshinga, and I think this event will be great, right? Curiel versus Natsunshinga for the IBF World Junior Flyweight title. Uh, the former WBA featherweight champ Lara versus Hugo. And the same day we have kickboxing, we have Alpha Fight Series Australia versus the world, right? The same day, it's kind of 16, 17 because what happened in Asia, but it really depends on where you're from, right? We have Muay Thai if one fight night 19, the two sport champion Haggerty versus Lobo, right? For people that don't know, Haggerty is bantamweight Muay Thai title fight, and also have another Muay Thai fight, the top five for the bantamweight division, Simepad Fairtex versus Mohamed Yunus Raba. I don't know. In day 17, just the other day, we have kickboxing again with Infusion 133 and ATKO 8. And also have King of Kings 119 World Series, right? The next day, which is the event that I'm really excited for, and I pray to God that Volks pull it off, we'll have featherweight title Volkanovski versus Topuria UFC 298. So the main event will be Volkanovski versus Topuria. We also have an interesting fight between Whitaker and Borrachinha. Paulo Costa, right? In Brazil, we know him as Borrachinha. But Paulo Costa for a top five middleweight fight. Perhaps this can decide who have the next opportunity for the title shot, or will decide who have a title eliminator fight. Right? I personally believe that the winner of Whitaker versus Borrachinha will have a fight against Cannonier, right? This will be the next title fight. We also have Neil versus Gary, that I hope Neil pull it off, which is a top 10 welterweight fight. We have Merab Dvalishvili versus Enes Cejudo for the bantamweight number one contender fight. I believe that this is probably a title eliminator, right? Especially if Topuria wins and Sugar wants to, and of course Sugar himself wins because he wants to go for the double champ status. A few days later, 23rd, we have kickboxing again with Rise 176, the Rise Flyweight Champion Riku Kuzushima versus Kuzuki Petineda, and former featherweight champ Taisei Umei versus Haruto Yasumoto. At the 24th, we have MMA again with Bellator versus PFL. People don't know, PFL just bought Bellator, and they are going to make a lot of champions and big names in their organizations fight themselves. So we have heavyweight champion Ferreira versus Bader. We have middleweight champs Kazanganai versus Eblen. Featherweight champs Pinheiro versus Pitbull. And catchweight bout to Cooper third. And the battle champ Jackson. We also have Thiago Santos versus Joel Romero. Same day, we also have two other events. One for boxing, one for kickboxing. So start off with the kickboxing one. We have Crush 158, Crush lightweight title. Satomi Yuzuki versus Kento Ito. In the Crush Super Featherweight title match, Takahashi Naoki versus Yokoyama Tomoya. And for boxing, we have Santiago versus this. Probably this will be one of the best events of the month because there's a lot of great fights, right? Santiago versus Nakatani for the WBC World Bantamweight. The same event, Takuma Inoue, if I'm not wrong, is the little brother of uh, Naoya, right? So Takuma Inoue versus Akajas for the WBA World Bantam title, and Bakasegwa versus Tanaka for the WBO Super Fight title. So we're talking about three title fights in one night. The next day, the last of the month, right, is Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval. Two will be a fight night, two flyweight top five fights, and we also have another fight that honestly I'm more interested in than the main event, which is Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega, featherweight top five fights. The winner of this will probably have a title eliminator next. I'm really excited. Hope Yair pull it off because I'm a big fan of Yair, right? So this is it for now. Thank you guys. May God bless you all. Bye bye.